tunajua pale hasira inatoka. Hii mambo ya Kalou imefanya Murkomen na Ruto wawe na machungu mingi sana. Na ile mambo hata hatujui Kagushia ameshikiwa kusema nini. Lakini labda tuna gesi ya kwamba labda alisema mambo pale ambayo inahusu mambo ya goons. Na nieleza Murkomen kitu moja. Wewe si waziri wa kwanza wa internal security. Kulikuwa na wengine ambao walikuwa na akili mingi hata kukuliko. Lakini wewe badala ya uangalie mambo ya security, umeleta mambo ya goons. Sasa Kagushia hata kama ningesema na magani, kuna haja gani ulete Subaru 30 ofisa karibu 50 kushika mtu mmoja hata hana kitu chochote kwa mfuko, ili kuonyeshana tu mko na nguvu na mambo mengine. Hiyo ni abuse of power. Na ndio tunaambia watu wa Kenya, mvumilie. Wakati ni mfupi wa kuvumilia. In the next 12 months, hii serikali ambayo iliingia na udanganyifu wa kusema kwamba wataangalia mambo, watafanya ile mambo ambao hawatafanya ile mambo, hiyo serikali nyingine haiko inafanya. Hii lazima tuizindue hii serikali iondoke, kwa sababu hiyo ni serikali ya kunyanyasa wananchi. Na tuseme namna hii, kama ni mambo ya mlima, na nimesema leo kwa studio, Ol Kalou ilikuwa uamuzi kwa watu wa mlima kulingana na uhusiano wao na Bwana William Samoei Ruto. Na hiyo divorce iko. Na watu wakidivorce hawawezi rudiana. Kwa hivyo wakitushika, wakitupeleka wapi, hata wakituua, hiyo divorce hiyo ni final, na hiyo tu ni kionjo. It was just a curtain raiser. That was just a curtain raiser. Tukifika 2027 ndio taona mambo vile iko. Na ya mwisho, nataka kuhimiza ya kwamba watu wa mlima tumeamua, kwa sababu Murkomen amesema yeye anatumia goons kuharibu uchaguzi wa 2027. Tumeambia watu wa mlima, nanyi kama wa Kenya citizens, muamuke, mchunge kura zenu, kwa sababu you people, watu wa mlima, you on your own. Mkipiga kura, mkae nje, mngojee matokeo ya hiyo kura, na msikubali guni yoyote. Na ikija, you do what's supposed to be done. Make sure you mchukua kura yenu, sababu hii serikali imekuwa serikali ya goon and you are on your own. So kama hata mimi watakuja kunichukua, mimi niko hapa, niko tayari kwenda pale mtanipeleka. Hata kama mtu, hii mambo ya drama ya mambo ya siasa lazima ikome, kwa sababu kama Kagushia ni mbunge mmoja chakula na wananchi wa Mukoroini, na hana kazi nyingine. Kazi ya wakili ama kazi ya mbunge ni kutetea watu yake, na hakuna jambo ambalo wanasema ambao imetoka kwa hiyo maneno,
kugandamiza viongozi wa upinzani. Na vile serikali haijui vile unaendelea kugandamiza upinzani, ndio umaarufu wao unaendelea ukienda juu. Sasa wamemshika Kagushia, wanaongeza zile hasira ambazo Wakenya wako nazo, kuona mtu ambaye hana hatia akishikwa, akizuiliwa, akinyimwa haki zake kulingana na kipengele cha 49 cha katiba, ambacho husema kwamba mtu yote ambaye ameshikwa lazima apewe access to a lawyer, to an advocate. Sasa pale mawakili wa Kagushia wawili, Mureu na Ndegwa Njiru, wako pale nje. Kagushia amekaa tu pale, na ile maneno tu labda tunasikia amekuwa accused of, although hatuja confirm ni nini haswa wanasema. Ni mambo tu ya kuambia watu wa eneo fulani watoe, wapige kura 100% ama 100% ili wafukuze hii serikali ambao iko kupitia kwa demokrasia. And that is a very legitimate thing that he was saying, because he was encouraging them to vote and admonishing them to vote man to man to ensure that in 2027 tumeondoa hii serikali ambayo imeua watoto, imevunja uchumi, imegandamiza watu. Mimi naona hiyo ni siasa ya kawaida. Kwa hivyo tulimekuwa tukisema idara za usalama zisitumiwe kupigana siasa za mambo ya siasa, lakini inaonekana hii serikali inarudia makosa ya zile serikali zote tumeona hapo awali, kutumia idara za usalama to settle political scores.
Article 49 deals with arrested persons. Anybody who's been arrested in Kenya comes under Article 49 of our Constitution. Article 49(1)(c) provides that any arrested person has a right to an advocate or any other person who can assist with that case. Right now, that article is being violated for the Honorable John Kagushia, mbunge wa Mokoroini. So the only thing that we are asking Murkomen, why he is a lawyer himself, why is he violating the very article that he knows protects any person who's been arrested in this country? So that is the first thing that we've come here to demand, that Kagushia must be given access to an advocate. And secondly, he's been arrested and nobody is even telling us why he's been arrested. We all know this has to do with the election in Ol Kalou. The election in Ol Kalou, all of us went to campaign. Kagushia and the rest of us, we went to campaign for the DCP candidate. The other people, the Kiamba, Kawanjiko and all the others were campaigning for the UDA candidate. None of us had the vote in Ol Kalou. The people of Ol Kalou voted and made that decision there. So arresting him makes no impact. The decision was made by the people of Ol Kalou. So what we are telling Murkomen, these games you played, that you can even instruct an officer here at the gate not to allow us to enter there, is a mistake, and we are not going to stand for it. The Constitution stands, and the decision of Kenyans on how they are going to vote is already done. Kenyans have made a decision. You can spend all the money you want to spend, you can do anything you want to do, but the people have decided, and they've decided that this government, this is its only term, and it is going away. Thank you very much.
As soon as a person has been arrested, they have a right and access to their lawyer. Up to now, no lawyer has accessed Kagushia. And again also, we want to call upon the Law Society that then the law should apply equally to all of us. The remarks suggested or alleged to have been made by Honorable Kagushia are not worse than the remarks made by Hassan Omar nor Honorable Duale. And we are saying the Law Society should come in hard in this. We need everybody charged, if that's the way to go. I don't understand why Honorable Kagushia is here at all in the first place. The remarks attributed to him may be investigated by NCIC, and that's a place you should have reported. But keeping him here, not charging him, not allowing him to access his lawyers is intimidating, and also within 24 hours then he should have been taken before a court of law. So we are really pleading with the DCI, if you really got nothing to do with him, release him. If you want to investigate him in future, also release him on bond. What is likely to be happening is they are preparing, an application under 36A of CPC, where the police have this habit of misusing the courts to detain people who should not be detained for a number of days. We think the right thing should happen to Honorable Kagushia. He cannot run away from the police. It's not a flight case, and he's really ready to defend his remarks. But let Honorable Duale and Honorable Hassan Omar be arrested too and charged with the remarks I've made so far.
What time was he arrested?
Well, he was marooned since last night, but this morning he surrendered himself to police. Well, now they came in uniform and identified themselves. Last night there were vehicles without number plates, Subarus, about 70 officers hanging around, working in shifts, others who have covered their faces, and that's how he could not surrender himself to them. And therefore they kept vigil till morning when he surrendered himself to OSPD, who identified himself and was well uniformed, and you could see he's a police officer.
You have not managed to see him, you're saying, at his legal team. What is DCI telling you?
Well, I managed to talk to him on phone, and he says he's just kept somewhere and been told to wait there. But lawyer Degwajiru and Mureu are just at the reception. In fact, they're being told to go away, which is unconstitutional, and these are public offices financed by the public taxes. And therefore, it's their public offices, and any Kenyan should have access to that office and also be given an explanation as to what is happening. Otherwise, the DCI is failing in its duty. It is beginning to abuse the Constitution, and there is a recourse for that also. When you detain someone like that, and when you act the way the DCI is acting, then we can file a constitutional reference. Honorable Kagushia can sue the DCI for damages, can sue individual officers, and can sue the director, himself. for this sort of inconvenience without following the law.
For the political remarks he's said to have said, has he been told what they amount to?
Well, he has not been told what they amount to, but to me they are just fair comments. It's a way of it's politics. He said we are going for every single vote. There's nothing wrong with that. Duale has called the Kikuyu community names. He should have resigned as a minister. He should have been charged. He's giving condition to the police. When he's summoned, he's giving conditions. That cannot happen. You know the responsibility of being a minister in this country. You cannot do it when you are attributed to crimes against humanity, to crimes against a community in this country.